but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a... Few inches, that'll be a first down.
Let's go. 10 over.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was taken
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now Minshew. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Minshew. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 18. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal at the 6.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. It'll be a pick at the 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
43-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a give here to Pollard. Finds a seam inside the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, 51 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Danny Amendola on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Washington 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, Lester?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
A 6-yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Block. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Locke looks to throw it again. Flush to his right. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Locke. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now here's Pollard. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, it's Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. Being chased. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
A 32-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check back. Check. Crunch.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Russ 61. Matchbox, right. Check.
Here's Locke. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard
When
line.
an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Number 29.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he completes it to Cohen. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended for Tariq Cohen. Incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Pettis on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Kickoff weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That is caught by Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 46. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Let's go, D. 22 jet bomber, 22. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now on 2nd and 16. Lock, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Oh, going for Jefferson down. He's got a man complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it third and long. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Cohen. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Touchdown.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Minshew. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First down
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ball carrier.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.